So this activity is called Pizza Scramble, and I found it on a website called Teachers Pay Teachers, and this is actually a free download, so if you just download it, you can print it off, and you'll be able to play it. So this activity takes at least 2 people. So if you just have one child, you can play with them, or if you have multiple children, you can play with them but also have more characters in it. So if you're just playing with 2, you have a customer and a cook. The customer will order the food and the cook will prepare it. So the cook will be the child so they can follow the directions. If you add more, you have a server, and the server will take the customer's order, go to the cook, and then recite the order to the cook, and the cook will have to prepare it. The supervisor will overlook everything, so if they get an order wrong, they will be the people to make sure it is correct. So this is the menu that will be given to the customer, either by the cook or the server or the supervisor, just depending on how many people are playing. And so the cook will have to correctly identify and place the toppings that is on the pizza that was ordered in order to get it correct, and so it won't get sent back by this customer. And if it is sent back, then they have to redo it. This helps the child, first of all, follow directions, and it also practices their reading skills and understanding what is being told to them. As I said before, I got this off of Teachers Pay Teachers, and so I thought I would show you guys some things that came on the download. First was the pizza crust, then the sauce. This is the cheese that comes with it, and then there are 3 pages of different toppings that can be added to the pizza. So one example of this activity is that the customer might order a supreme pizza, and the ingredients in this one are pepperoni, bacon, mushrooms, onions, peppers, black olives, and sausage. So whoever is playing the cook would first get the pizza crust and then add the sauce to the pizza. They would then add the cheese, and next they would start adding the toppings to the actual sausage supreme pizza. They would first add the pepperoni, and then they would add the bacon. They would then read that they had to add the sausage. After this, they would add the onions to the pizza. Then they would add the green peppers and mushrooms. And then lastly, they would add the black olives as they read on the menu. This is what the final product should look like. However, if this is not what comes to the customer would have to send it back, and the cook would have to remake it until they get all the toppings right. So this next example is if the customer wanted to create their own pizza. And so the cook would look at it and automatically they would put cheese on it because that's what the directions said. And then the customer would want pepperoni, green peppers, and olives. So they would have to find those toppings and then put them on to the pizza. So to make this pizza, the cook would first start off with the pizza crust, and then they would add the sauce to it. And as the directions stated, this pizza comes with cheese, so then they would put cheese on top of it. And then they would do as the customer asked, and then add peppers, green peppers, and then they would end up adding olives. This is what the final product should look like, and just like the other one, if it does not come out exactly how the customer wanted, they would send it back, and the cook would have to redo it until they got all the toppings right. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this helped, and I hope that you guys can use this while school is out, and it'll just be a fun activity that children can learn while doing it, but it doesn't make them feel like they have to sit down and memorize directions.